Hello fashion lovers, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Betty. If you're just coming across my channel for the first time, you are highly welcome. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to draft a basic sleeve. Now, if this is something you're interested in, I would say keep on watching. Hit the subscribe button so that you become a member of my sewing family. And if you have not turned on your notification bell, you can as well do that so that you get notified when I upload new video. So let's get right into the video. We'll start by placing our paper on fold, then using a tape to secure that down. The next is to mark our start line. For this case, I'm using 1 inches, so I'm just basically going to roll that down and label that as start line. The next measurement is to get all our vertical measurements. So I'll be taking from the start line to my elbow, which is shoulder to elbow. I'll mark that down. Then connect it with a straight ruler. Label that as elbow. Next, shoulder to your wrist. You mark that down. Connect it with a straight ruler and label it wrist. The next measurement we'll be getting is our cap width. For us to get our cap width, we divide our bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5 inches. For this case, my bust is 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. When you divide your bust by 6, you have 6.16. 6.16 plus 1.5 will give us 7.66. When you approximate that, you have 7.7. So you are making use of 7.7 as our cap width. The next is to get our cap height. For us to get our cap height, we'll divide our bust circumference by 12 plus 1 inches. So for this case, our bust is 37 divided by 12 will give us 3.08. 3.08 plus 1 inches will give us 4.08. So when you approximate that, you have 4.1. This will serve as our cap height. From the start line, we'll go down by 4.1 inches, which is our cap height. We'll mark that as several points, then connect it using our straight ruler. We'll label that as cap height. On the cap height line, we are going to mark our cap width. Okay, for our case is 7.7 inches. We'll mark that down. Next, we're going to connect this point to this point using a straight ruler like so. We'll use our measuring tape to mark out the middle of that line. For this is 9 inches divided by 2 is 4.5 inches. We'll mark that down. Then on this point, we're going to go up by 0.25 and go down by 0.25. We're basically going to put 0.25 upward and downward. We're going to use our curve ruler to connect this point. So basically we are connecting from this point to this point at first. And then we'll connect this point to this point, flipping our ruler this way and making sure that we are placing it accurately on those points before connecting it. Next, we'll label that as our front. The next thing we have to do is to mark the back's armhole sleeve. So we are basically connecting those points using our curve ruler. And then we'll flip it the other way to connect it to the last point there. We label that as the back. The next thing we have to do is to mark our round elbow. So our elbow circumference divided by 2. Whatever we have, we're going to mark that down. For the round wrist, we'll be placing our tape like so. Okay, we'll place it like this, ensure that it is firm. We can also place it around our wrist like so, and then try to like take off the tape. If it's free, then you are okay to go with the measurement. For this, I have 8.5 inches. I'll divide it by 2 and I'll mark that down. The next thing is to connect from this point to this point to this point. So basically just connect that using our straight ruler. Once we are done with that, we'll just write out the allowance we'll be adding. For the side seam, we are adding 1 inches. For the hem, 1 inches. And also for the armhole curve, we are adding 0.5 inches. The next thing is to use our scissors to cut through the lines. So we are basically cutting through the back line and not the front line. After cutting through the line, you will open up your pattern and then we're going to trim off the front line. So before that, we'll label this as our back pattern and then we use our scissors to cut through the front line. That's all for a basic long sleeve pattern. We'll go ahead to draft for a short sleeve pattern. For a short sleeve, we're placing our pattern on fold just like we did for the other pattern. We'll tape that down and we'll mark out our start line. I'm making use of 1 inches for the start line. We use our ruler to connect that line. We'll label that as start line. Then using our calculation, we are going to mark our cap height. So from the start line, we'll mark our cap height of 4.1 inches. We'll mark that at different intervals of the paper and connect that like so. Next, we're going to impute our cap width measurement, which is 7.7. We're going to use our ruler to connect this. We measure the line and whatever we get, we're going to divide it by 2. We mark that down. On that point, we're marking 0.25 inches. So we are basically connecting from all of these points using our curve ruler. We'll connect it like so. Then we'll flip it to the other side and connect it to the other point there. Using a different color of marker, we're going to connect the other points. So we are connecting this to this like so and flipping it to the other side, connecting this point to this point like so. So we are going to label that as our front pattern. The next thing is to determine the length of our sleeve. For this case, I'm working with 9 inches. We are going to mark that down. Using our straight ruler to connect that. Then on that line, when we take our measurement to get to the sleeve of where we want our short sleeve to stop, we are always going to measure that round. So whatever we get, we'll divide it by 2 and mark that down. Then we'll use our straight ruler to connect this point. We can label that as our length. The next thing is to cut through the lines, okay? So we're going to cut through the back line, not the front line. After cutting through, open that up and label this part as our back. Then on the other side, we are going to trim off the front. So now we have 2 sides. So this is for our basic sleeves. Placing our fabric on fold, we are going to get our basic sleeve pattern, which is for our long sleeve, and then we'll open it up like this and pin that down. So we are pinning it down in such a way that the pattern does not move when we transfer our allowance. Next is to transfer our necessary allowance. So basically we are transferring 1 inches on the side seam, on the hem 1 inches, on the side seam 1 inches, and on the armhole curve we'll be marking 0.5 inches. Using our curve ruler, we are going to connect all the points, and on the side seam we are going to connect with our straight ruler. So when we get to the hem, we are going to mark on the side seam line, we are going to mark 0.5 inches. We are going to do the same thing on the other side, 0.5 inches. Then we'll extend that line. After which, we are going to mark out where our hem is stopping. So from that 0.5 inches line, we are going to connect it to the other point there, like so. So it will be like more like a fish tail. Let's call it that. We're going to trim off the excess or trim off the allowance line. After trimming off the allowance, we are going to mark our notch on this crease line here to get the center of our sleeve. The next thing is to take off our pin from the pattern and mark out the front. Always indicate where the front is and where the back is so that when you are sewing it, it will not be a problem. The next thing is to mark out the 1 inches hem which we added before. We'll get our pin to hold that down. We'll do it on the other side to hold that down. Then we'll flip the fabric over to the other side, and then you see this little bit of excess, we are going to trim it off. The reason we added that 0.5 inches is to ensure that when we hem, there will be no shortage, okay? So the next thing is just to mark out the wrong and the right side. The next thing is to open up your pattern, flip it this way and mark out 1 inch seam allowance that we added before. We basically just mark that down. Next thing is to use your ruler to connect the points. After connecting the points, we'll go over to our sewing machine to sew from this line here, okay? We are going ahead to do that. The next thing is to open press our seam. We basically just place the fabric like so and open press our seam. On the hemline, we are going to mark out the 1 inches in which we added for the hem. We're going to do that all round. Then we'll fold it like so. After folding it down, we'll confirm each of the measurements if it's giving us 1 inches. We'll go ahead and use our hemming gum to secure that down. After securing that down, you flip it to the other side and then you iron that down. The next thing we have to do is to fix in our sleeve. So as you can see, this part labeled F, which is our front, we're placing it on the front side. So how we're going to fix this is we're going to connect the side seam to side seam and shoulder to the notched area. We've gone ahead to flip our fabric to the wrong side. Now this is how we're going to fix it. So this part labeled F will be facing the wrong side of the F, okay? So we'll be turning this sleeve inside out. After turning the sleeve inside out, we'll basically just move our fabric like so. We're connecting the side seam to the side seam. So for us to do this, we'll just make sure that the side seam is laying flat. Then we'll open up this part here like so and place our sleeve underneath it like this. Then holding side seam to side seam, making sure that you are opening the seams, okay? Do not leave it closed, open it up and use your pin to secure that down. The next thing is to head over to the shoulder. So you are basically using the notch to connect to the shoulder. So the notch on the sleeve to the shoulder, we are going to pin that down. After securing that down, we are going to pin up the rest of the armhole. So what we will do is we are going to spread it out and use our pin to hold it down. So you spread and use your pin to hold it down. You'll be doing this for all round the armhole. As you spread, you hold it down with a pin. As you spread your sleeve, if you notice a little bit of gaping, you will just adjust the sleeve a little bit. So the sleeve can be like 0.3 inches longer than your actual body's armhole. Okay, so the armhole round on your sleeve can be a little bit longer than the actual bodies, just like 0.3 or 0.2, but let it not be much, okay? So this helps to relax the sleeve properly. On the facing, you have to make sure that everything relax properly. So you take out your pin and then you pin it like so. The next thing is to go ahead and trim off the excess of the facing. Then you flip it like so and go over to your machine and stitch that down. So we'll be stitching by 0.5 inches. We'll stitch that down all round. As you stitch, ensure that you're checking underneath the fabric, okay? We wouldn't want to like sew something we shouldn't. So you always check, make sure that everything is laying flat. There is no bulging, there's no fabric underneath it, just the sleeve that you're stitching. One thing I like to do is to secure my armhole very firm. So most times I sew twice on the armhole. But you can go ahead and sew once, but for me I prefer sewing twice. Once you're done with that, You flip that inside out like so and cross check every seam you have done so far. The next thing we have to do is to go over to our ironing board to open press the seam. So we're making use of our bust ham to iron this sleeve. Okay, so open up the seams and iron that down. After ironing, we'll flip that inside out like so, and then we'll go over to the armhole line to iron it again. Okay, we'll iron it again to make sure that everything relaxes very properly. We have come to the end of our tutorial. In our next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to sew a basic trouser. I'll be teaching you how to draft it and the sewing process. I'll be taking you through the sewing process. Thanks for watching. See you in my next tutorial.